The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Mark 54. Hey, kill. 26.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing on second down. Prescott. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Off the play fake, Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Deshaun Hand, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Prescott from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Jim, it's free. It's free. Go.
Throwing on second and long. Bridgewater and connecting here with DJ Shark. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
So third down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46. 26.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it with Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons. They'll run on first down. Ingram. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
second down. Ingram. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They're running. Ingram. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They start on the ground with Geis. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Matt Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's got this to his running back, Spencer Ware. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. On first down, it's Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
It's a keeper with Prescott, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Bridgewater now. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
22, Jet, Bomber. 22, Jet, Bomber. Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check 24. Oh, try.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Let's go, D. Big series right here. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Watch.
Bridgewater again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. back right around the 48-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. We want this. Echo. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Quick. Shoot.
Now Bridgewater. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Hey, kill.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, watch the slant.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Check 26, check 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This will be taken at the 10. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Out of the gun, Geis. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Darius Geis, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Jesse Bates. A gain of 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
25, check 25, check 25.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. I got him. 54 Mike. Check, watch 54.
From the gun, Bridgewater going for it all. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Prescott off play action. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster, and this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there of 22. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Check 50. Check 50.
Bridgewater. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye, and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go, 46. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. We got it, 26.
Prescott from the gun. This one complete to Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Prescott now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
2nd and 9 at the Panthers' 13-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Check. Fresno.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mike 54. You don't know no better. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the 38, Bridgewater. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
First down, Bridgewater. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Have the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stop your whining. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Hey, watch the lane. Right, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let him know. Mike's 52.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Hey, kill. 27. Check 3.
Prescott now from the 50. They go screen. This is Ingram. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run,